guys, so today I'm going to be showing you a recipe that I came up with. I'm actually very proud of it, but I'm going to be showing you how to make it, so let's go. Alright, the first thing that we're going to need is some carrots. I'm going to use 2 of these mini cans of sliced carrots. I just got them from ShopRite, pretty simple. Next, some Bush's black beans. You can use any black beans. I also got these from my local ShopRite. And then some marinara sauce, just using a normal one. You can use any one you want, but I specifically like this one. And last but not least, this Calavita pasta and in the stars. That's the correct pasta to use for this recipe. So yeah, here's everything, and it's like 4 ingredients. It's so simple. Okay, we're first going to start off with a pot, and we're going to fill it with about 1.5 to 2 inches of water. And we are going to put it on the stove and bring it to a boil. So, you don't bring it to a big boil, just bring it to a small boil. Okay, now we can start preparing our stuff that's gonna go in the pasta. So we're gonna need our black beans, and we're just gonna add that into a bowl. Before we add it to the bowl, always make sure you strain out your beans, because we don't want any of the juice or whatever. I want to make sure that your beans are all clean. And now we can just add those right to the bowl, but first I'm going to open up my sliced carrots. So everything is going to be ready for me to add in. You're also going to want to strain these carrots out to make sure none of the juice gets into the bowl. But first we're going to add our beans. And then we're going to add our carrots in and just a little bit of juice, just a little bit. And then the rest, take it out and strain your carrots, and then just add that right into your black beans. So now my water is boiling, so I'm going to put the beans and the carrots to the side, open up my pasta, and I'm going to add in the whole bag of pasta because we're going to be making a pretty big dinner that will serve 5 people, and you'll still have leftovers, so yeah, it's pretty big. Now I'm just adding it in, I'm stirring it, and I'm going to leave it in here for 1.5 minutes. When you put your pasta in, make sure the boil is not very high. If there is a boil, don't really need it. Just put it on there, simmer it or whatever, and I'm putting it on for 1 minute now because I stirred it for 30 seconds, and now I'm going to keep stirring for another 30 seconds and then leave it for the last 30 seconds. Turn your heat off and move it to a place where there is no heat to cool off. Strain it and leave it in the pot to strain for a few minutes. Now back to our carrots and our beans. We're going to mix up this pretty well. Make sure it's all the carrots and the beans are mixed up. Make sure that the carrot juice that we put in there is evenly distributed. I'm gonna add a little bit more carrots. Why not give it a little taste, Alright, now we're going to just add some pepper. I'm just going to grind it. And some salt. I'm using this salt, but you can use any salt you want, but I'm just using that one because it's pink and it's cool. And we're going to add that in, and we're also gonna add some pepper in. Add more pepper than salt because there's already salt in the carrots and the juice. So add more pepper than salt to even it out. Now that that's done, we are going to get a bigger bowl and get the pasta. So here's the pasta and here's the bigger bowl. And we're just going to add the pasta in. And the pasta is going to be sticking together very much, and it's going to be like a dome. But that's okay, that's what we want, that's what I want. And yeah, the pasta actually wasn't overcooked or undercooked. It just decided to stick together. But that's okay, if that happens to you, that's what you want. And I'm just going to break this up to make it like individual pieces of pasta again. And you're not gonna bend the pasta, it's just gonna easily break apart. Now that that's all broken apart, it's really hot, so leave it to cool for a few seconds, and I'm just mixing and mixing and mixing. I added, this is actually the recipe, so I added an ice cube to kind of cool it off, but not really. I wanted some water in the pasta because that's what you need for the recipe. What? Yeah, so I'm just mixing it in ice cube to help it cool down and just to add a little bit extra moisture and water. Now that that's evenly melted, now that's melted, I'm gonna add some marinara sauce. You're not gonna want to add a lot, just add enough, and you'll see how much I'm adding. I'm not adding a whole lot. Mix that in evenly, make sure it gets to all of the pasta. If you have some big chunks still in your pasta from it sticking together, that's okay. It's totally fine, it's gonna taste good. If you need to add a little bit extra, and that should be it. Once you've mixed in all your marinara sauce, you're gonna add in your black beans and your carrots. Just add the whole bowl. You don't need to do it in separate sections. It's not baking, it's cooking. And now just mix that all around, make sure it gets evenly distributed throughout the pasta. And there you have it. It literally takes less than 15 minutes to make. This recipe takes 10 to 15 minutes to make. It's so easy, so good. It tastes delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I know that's a really bright lid. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator until you want to eat it. And when you eat it, warm it up on high for 60 seconds in the microwave, and it's going to taste so good. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.